this morning. Hope everybody is well and ready to talk about a little boxing. That's right. It's Devin Haney versus Lomachenko week. And man, this is definitely going to be an amazing fight. I don't think that it's going to be an easy fight either way, unless Lomachenko gets old in the ring. Other than that, I think we're going to get a spectacular fight. But that is something that we're going to have to see. But they had the arrivals yesterday, and both fighters looked good. Devin looked very good. He didn't look drained to me. Lomachenko looked good and sound as well. They were very confident, you know what I mean? And they addressed all the questions to all the people that were doing the interviews. And I just feel real good about this fight this weekend. I feel though that we're going to get a very good fight. I think we're going to get a strategic fight. I think we're going to get a fight that might end up being a classic. You never know. But we won't know until that bell ring, and when that bell ring, then we'll know for sure. Uh, Bob Earn was spoke to yesterday, and he got a few questions asked to him. One of the questions that he was asked is about Devin Haney's future with him. And he said that Devin Haney's contract is definitely up with him after this fight. And if he wins, that they would offer him another fight. Now, he didn't definitely say that it would be Shakur, but I mean, we thinking that would be the only sensible fight that makes, something that is lucrative and exciting. But he said that, if another company offers him better money, he should go with them. He said that he wasn't looking for a long-term contract with Haney because he normally does long-term contracts with people just starting out with Top Rank from the beginning. So that way they can actually build them. You know what I mean? So he was asked the question straight up. I believe it was by Sean Taylor Fight Hype. He asked him, well, realistically, what do you think about Haney and Shakur fight being made? And he was like, I really think that Haney is struggling with weight, and it's okay to do that one or two times. But he says that welcome to everybody that's in the chat and everything. I can't see who you are right now, but salute to you. I appreciate you showing up. Trust and believe. I know it's 7 o'clock in the morning, but us old schools, we get up early. You know what I mean? I was up like 3 hours ago. But as he was saying that Shakur and Haney fight would be, he said Devin probably would move up to 140. And he said, so you think that fight would probably happen at 140? He said, what about Shakur? He said, Shakur's a growing boy. I mean, he probably can go to 140 or 147. Exactly. That's what he said. If you're in the chat, if you're listening, please hit the like button, because that really helps other people know that the show is actually happening right now. It shows I got two people. I can at least get 2 likes. Please help me out. But yeah, also Bob Earn was asked about Teofimo's statement about black fighters. You know what I mean? And Bob Arum, he said, you know what? I hear stuff like this all the time, and this time they said, I'm doing for the blacks. But he said Crawford called me a racist and said I was doing for the whites. So which one is it? Is it I'm for the blacks or am I for the whites? He said I'm for the ones that are doing good and that are, doing people are wanting to see them. And he said, those are the ones that I really focus on. And I'm paraphrasing right now, but that's basically what he was saying, that he focused on who the people want to see and who are doing well in fight. So that was his answer about that, man. And that makes sense. He said, and I believe that. I believe Bob don't care black, white, blue, red. All he cares about is green. And I truly believe that 100,000%. If you can make Bob some money, he said he's sure enough for it. Devin Haney. Devin Haney was being interviewed, and his biggest thing that he said about Lomachenko is that Lomachenko is a dirty fighter. Welcome to the other two people that just came into the chat. Salute to you. I appreciate you showing up. Yeah, but he was saying that Lomachenko is a dirty fighter. And he actually said it to Lomachenko. He said the only best chance that you have against me is being dirty. He said, and Lomachenko said, what do you mean about being dirty? And he said, in the clinch, when the referee says break, you always throw a punch every time. Every time. He said you always throws a punch. Thank you very much. I appreciate everybody that's in here. I appreciate the likes that I'm receiving. That definitely helps the algorithm make this channel move a little bit better. I really appreciate you all that is in here. Trust me, I really do. Okay, so yeah, so Loma was like, I don't know what you're talking about being dirty. What do you mean about being dirty? And then he said, then Devin Haney was so funny. He was like, every time the ref say break, punch, break, punch, break, punch. So Loma was acting like he didn't understand what he was saying. And he talked to his manager, and his manager was like, told him what it was. And he was like, nah. Then Devin Haney's daddy got into it and was like, yeah, well, what do you consider it? You know, he said, when you hit on the break, what do you supposed to do when they say break? And his manager explained, he said, when they say break, you need to prepare yourself. So yeah, that was definitely a highlight moment of that interview. It was so funny, man. Because he said that when it says break, you need to prepare yourself. So basically what he's saying is, when he said break, you better make sure you get out of the way, because Lomachenko going to definitely hit you. Devin Haney even said, man, you are dirty on all your fights. You know, so you know what? I think this is definitely going to be an interesting fight. I feel though that they're really going to have to play a high-speed chess match. For one, Lomachenko is definitely going to have to get on the inside of Devin Haney. So he's going to have to get around that educated jab. Because if he don't get around that educated jab, he's going to mess around and get picked off badly by Devin Haney. For sure, without a doubt. Now, Devin Haney has to worry about Lomachenko getting inside, because Lomachenko does his best work inside, and if you think that Lomachenko can't punch, you need to go back and do some film study, because he can punch, and when he gets you hurt, he will finish you. Without a doubt, he will finish you. And Haney definitely had problems. We seen what happened with him and Lennard. You know what I mean? He went back with the stanky leg and everything. You know what I'm saying? So if Loma can get inside, you know what I mean, it's going to be a funky fight for sure. Now, if Devin Haney can just keep him on that outside, man, oh man, it's going to be a wash. And that's what Devin Haney's basically saying. Devin Haney's saying, I'm the bigger man, I'm younger, I'm stronger. He says that I'm just going to pretty much just shows that I'm levels above him. And that's speaking a lot when he says that he's levels above Lomachenko. Because Lomachenko, man, he's got skills. We all know. And, you know, just like how Devin Haney got educated jab, well, Lomachenko got educated feet. The man went to ballet school and everything. He moves beautifully in that ring. And that's just what makes it just so beautiful of this type of fight. I'm getting you all really into it, because a lot of people feel though it's going to be a wash. And the only way it will be a wash, as I said again, if Loma gets old in that ring. And other than that, man, you know, we going to get a good fight. What is so beautiful about, because if we take back to the origin of this particular fight, remember when Devin was trying to fight Loma and he was the mandatory, and then the WBC made Lomachenko the what was the name of that belt? Oh man, I wish I could see the chat right now, because I know you all know. Uh, Man, I forgot. Well, you all know what type of belt I'm talking. They gave him the belt where he don't have to fight none of his mandatories whatsoever. Somebody in the chat probably put it in there already. Like I said, I can't see the chat right now, but he gave him that belt, and that's when Devin Haney got the belt everybody called the email belt. You know, so he received that email belt, but now he done went from email belt to undisputed champ. And that's what we want to see. We want to see all the belts, and we want to see who is the baddest man at 135. When they spoke to Bob Earn about making even a Gervonta Davis fight, he said, you know what? All these promoters got to get together and realize that you can't put so much money into these fights where it becomes a risk. He said, we're not gamblers. We are promoters. And he was saying that with this particular fight, he said Devin Haney bought into his model formula that they have. And their formula is this, that you take a good size guarantee, and if the and a upside, and if the fight does good, you make money on the upside. He said when we do it like that, we don't get hurt. So that's how this fight was actually made with Devin Haney and Lomachenko. They both got a guarantee, and if the pay-per-view does good, they'll get a good upside. Now, for it to do good, to be truthfully honest, this fight probably have to be around 250 to 375. I don't think it gets no more than that in pay-per-views. I mean, personally, I don't think it gets that high, but because it's on the app, you know what I mean. So, well, what is it? I'm not sure because the ESPN, ESPN is not an app. So, but what I'm saying is they have to get at least 250 to 375,000 for them to get a nice upside. You know what I mean? I know people be thinking about $1 million, a million pay-per-views, but that don't happen, man. That was that Mayweather numbers. We don't get those numbers. Gervonta and Ryan, which was just a perfect match, made that happen. But they just said that Canelo just did like 200 and something. So, those type of numbers are high expectations. They don't happen. You know what I mean? But this fight, I feel, though, that we should buy. Check it out, because I think we're going to be excited. I think that this fight will give us some good insight on what the young man Haney is. I mean, come on, this man started his career in Tijuana. And now he went all the way to Australia, became undisputed, and now he's fighting Lomachenko, one of the most decorated amateurs coming up, and then came into the pros and just was on warp speed. You know what I mean? And man, we get to see right now exactly what Devin Haney is really made of. You know what I mean? I know some people might be saying, well, we already know what he made of, this, that, and other. But trust me, iron sharpens iron. And like I said, if Lomachenko doesn't get old in the ring, we're going to get a hell of a scrap, without a doubt, But other than that, this is your boy Jay Hardcore Boxing News. I appreciate you all showing up. And make sure that you like, make sure that you subscribe, make sure that you share the channel, man. It actually helps the algorithm. I appreciate everybody that came in. Thank you for coming in. I salute you. Other than that, this is your boy Jay Hardcore, and I'm out of here.